Oscar's looking over you. Takes it out, you done it posing. You changed a lot since I last see him, mate, in person. When was the last time I see him in person?
Ages ago.
Like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, the coach? Maybe like 4 weeks?
Longer than that.
Was it longer? Maybe 5 weeks or something like that. Yeah. You look spot on, mate. You've kept a lot of the fullness in the upper body that we've put on over the off season. You've kept it all, mate. Like your arms and.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean? Like you look matched. You don't look disproportionate, which was obviously your main concern, wasn't it? But it's not the case at all. Kept all the size in your quads. Quads are really feathering up as well.
Yeah.
You know, there is. I know what you mean about the quad cuts are stupid, mate. I know what you mean about like not feeling or looking as crisp. That little film of fluid there, but that will shift when we just manipulate it. Yeah. And also, classic is always on first as well. You'll be on really early, so it's perfect just to peak. You know, you're spot on, mate.
Yeah.
You're spot on. You're crisp. And in that final week as well, when we start to pull out the expenditure and feed you up, you know, you'll come to life. The physique will come to life. You've just been in a bit of a prep hole for a while. Yeah, man, you're really good. What do you think? Good for 2 weeks out, huh?
No.
Oh, sorry, I ain't got a fucking clue. Who's feeding me? Who's feeding me next? We we won't do the full tutorial on the cream of rice this week because I watched the video back. It was 7 minutes of me talking about cream of rice. So we're just going to make some cream of rice and
all the scientific talk about it.
It was. I feel like it was useful. We haven't even. What are you getting involved for? We've taught Oscar a new command. Oscar, speak. Yes. Oscar, speak. Speak. Oscar. Oscar, speak. Yes. So we're trying to get him to be like all aggressive if we need to, like if Kirsty's out with the dog or whatever. But it's not the most aggressive bark in the world. Speak. Speak. So it's like so we need to now make it a bit more aggressive, you know, but we're getting there. These are actually Kirsty's. She's not going to be happy because she was like, I'm going to do an cardio shop. So when we've basically just stepped off the plane from Ibiza, she was like, I'm going to do an cardio shop. Do you need anything? And I'm on the sunbed like, I don't know, like not thinking that far ahead. That's the difference between the two of us. And then I got home and was like, I haven't got any food. So Kirsty, sorry, I'm eating your blackberries. Mental.
It's basically prawn because it's supposed to be Kirsty's.
Yeah, it's just all Kirsty's supplements. So.
What's the best?
In terms of what, protein?
Yeah.
The vegan ones are really good, to be fair. They're very good. But this one instead, the Bumpstead pre-workout. Are you utilising pre-workout at the moment, or are you staying away?
No.
You staying away?
I've been getting acid reflux.
Have you?
I've been trying to like cut down on my muscle.
I'm gonna have a bang on that today. See what that is. So guys, how are we doing? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got, as you've seen, Steve's down. We're going to hit some pull and hams. He's 2 weeks out from Tubos, which is his first show of this competitive show season. Had a little look over him this morning. We're going to go train pull and hams. We're also, sorry about Oscar shouting in the background. We've also got Lucy down as well, who I'll introduce you to. I don't think she's been on the channel yet. And she's going to be training. She's going to be doing a little bit of our session, a little bit of her own session. We're going to have a little bit of a look over as well. So she's coming down today to the gym and we're going to meet her there. So we're going to head off in a minute and get going and take you through the session. Fucking hell. Yeah, you look I can't believe how much you've tightened up since I last see you.
Really?
Fucking hell, yeah. What's it, when did I last look over you? 2 weeks ago?
That was about...
Just for my holiday?
Yeah, literally like the day before, you know?
Yeah. We've tightened up loads. Really, really good. So guys, this is Marsha. We've only actually been working together, what, like 10 weeks? Something like that now?
Even less.
Even less actually. It's like 8 weeks or something like that. So I picked up, what's he laughing at? I picked up with Marsha's prep around about 15 weeks out from your first show. And so we've obviously had a short period of time. I had to quickly learn her body, how she responds. You've come down to train at the coach, which is perfect. Like, you come down for one session, it's like, I need to sign up there. And obviously, the advantage of me being able to see you, I see you sort of every sort of week, every couple of weeks, and look over her, and that's obviously, you know, a massive string to the bow, you know. But yeah, she's looking really good. She's coming in nicely. We've got, how far are we away from the first show?
6 weeks today.
6 to the first show. 6 weeks today to the first show.
8
We're
weeks.
putting her in PCA first timers, and then we've got 8 weeks until the two rows. We're putting her two rows natural regional, and then essentially seeing how we fare from there. But yeah, no, she's coming in really, really well. Perfect position for 6 weeks out. And yeah, how's everything going? Feeling good?
Yeah, like since I've like gone with you, it's just completely different. It's like just transformed my prep, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, it was sort of just starting to dig yourself a little bit of the hole, wasn't you? Sort of had in earlier phases, which is, you know, sometimes can be done. And what we've actually done is actually give Marsha more food, pull back her expenditure, and just be a little bit more tactful with kind of what she needs in relation to what she's trying to achieve with the federations we're going for. And like the changes we've seen have been phenomenal.
Like the training has been a big thing, like for me.
Yeah. So yeah, really excited for this one, guys. You'll see a lot more of Marsha as we progress through the show season. How are we doing, guys? So introducing Lucy to the channel. Hey. Welcome, Lucy.
Hello.
Those of you who follow me through the Instagram may already be familiar with Lucy. So we had our first show season together last year, which was undoubtedly probably the best show season, the best first show season I've ever seen. It was pretty outrageous, to be honest. I mean, how many first place trophies did we secure, mate? It was like
About 5.
5 or 6.
Quite a lot.
I think there was 5 at like two bros alone, wasn't there? The two bros regional, there was the junior title, the open class title, and then we done the natural show in the evening, got the junior, and then the open class and the overall. So that was like, yeah, that was a lot. And then prior to that, there was the PCA regional where we came first in your first show. Then was it next model?
Second, we came second at the finals.
Second at the yeah. In fact, just narrowly missing out on a PCA Pro card, by the way, to I think it was Lauren who took the first place. Who was very, very good and deserved it. But I think that's something we forget. You nearly actually got a PCA Pro card in your first show season. And I think last year was all very much about kind of dipping our feet. Two bros has always been the main goal, hasn't it? In terms of, you know, our intentions here with you know, what we're trying to achieve. We've made that very apparent what we're trying to achieve here with Lucy's competitive career. We're trying to go for the IFBB Pro card. I think last year we didn't realise just how close we actually came. It was almost a case of sort of dipping our feet and seeing how Lucy fared. And then the feedback we got after taking the overall in our first two-bro show was like, she's actually in contention. So it actually made us realise that, okay, this goal we've got might actually be achievable a little bit sooner than we initially planned. You know?
I remember when we first came here, you were like, I want to turn you pro, and I was like, no.
Yeah, you laughed
I was like, no.
But I saw the potential from quite early on, to be honest.
Yeah.
In terms of like the shape and just how much she applies herself as well. I mean, since the last show season, where I think we always knew it was still going to be a tall order to take the card last year, but we went for the pro qualifier after the regional. The regional was going to be our last one, but the feedback we got from the judges was just too good to not do the pro qualifier, wasn't it?
One more chance.
Yeah. So we decided to do the pro qualifier, and I think by the time we got to that last show, because she'd had such a long show season, she'd been in a deficit for such a long time, we didn't quite manage to replicate the same look that we brought to the JT. Which was unfortunate, but I think a lot of the time when you've been in the diet phase for such a long period of time, and I think our plan initially was just to do the regional, we probably outstretched it a little bit too far in that final show, but we're going into this show season in a completely different space because we've had that off season behind you, which has been very productive. I mean, essentially, you've not really stopped prep since the last show season.
Really?
You know, it's every single day. It's just been the exact same consistency and adherence as the prep phase, which is what's important as an athlete if you want to make those, you know, big leaps forward with the physique. But as we're just starting now to get her into those leaner set points, we're just starting to see the new muscle inbound. in the right areas. So it's very exciting. I haven't had a look over Lucy in person for quite a while now actually.
Quite a lot bigger.
Yeah, that's 15-20 pounds heavier in fact. So
Quite a lot.
yeah, so we've got me and Steve obviously going to go for our pull and ham session where he's got his hip hinge. Lucy's hip hinging tomorrow, so she's going to start off with some delt work, and then we're going to meet up in the middle and finish with the pull and the arm work, and then we'll have a little look over at the end. But how are things going, mate? How you feeling?
Tired.
Tired?
It's literally, this week is just, I've been cruising along fine, and then this week it's just come off just like quick, and I've felt it. But it's weird because it's like I'm tired, like physically I'm tired, but I'm finding it so easy to just push through it. Like it's not like my cardio, like it goes quick, and my training, like even though I feel like I have no energy, like it gets done, and it
gets done. Yeah,
I think
and that's where the mental side takes over.
I think my mindset is a lot stronger this time.
Yeah, I think it's because you believe in yourself as well. I think that's a big part of it as an athlete. You know, I think last show season there was that little element of disbelief. It's very hard to not go into that second show season after winning about 17 first places and not have that belief. So I think just having that belief and that different mindset shift has really helped. But yeah, no, looking forward to getting into the session, guys. And you know, we're going to be capturing a lot more of Lucy's show season as we go. So cool. Am I your plate bitch? Answer that for the channel. Am I your plate bitch? I'm not his fucking plate bitch. So a little bit of a rundown on the session today. It's 742 degrees in the gym today, which is phenomenal. We're going to do, so Steve's volume now is reduced dramatically, being 2 weeks out. So we've got to basically match his, recovery with the volume and basically where we're situating, and we've just got to be clever with where we're putting our volume as well. When you get to the later stages of prep, some of those old niggles will just start to showcase themselves if you're not very careful. With Steve, you just start to get a little bit of an issue with the hamstring, a little bit of an issue with the knee. So we're being very cautious in our approach. We've moved his ham curl to a higher rep set, and with his hip hinge, he was lifting from the floor. We're now just going into an RDL, and that'll be a lower load, higher rep set as well. So again, it's just those little things that you can do just to kind of make sure that you're very much correlating that athlete's workload in the gym with what they can actually recover from and get through at that point in time. So we're going to do a little bit of hand work, RDL, then we're going to move on to the pull movements, and then finish with some rear delts and some biceps. Go on, what's your flat meal?
Toby carvery, roast potatoes, and naan bread, peshwari.
Hold on, didn't we talk about naan bread in your last video? I'm sure we touched on it. But you were 16 weeks out.
Yeah, no, I could have had it.
It's a different Steve today. One. Spot it. More. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, good, Steve. Good. Let's go. Squeeze. Lovely, mate. Well done. Good. That's all we need on them, mate. But the heat, yeah. This is really good. We thought we'd drop the simple sets today and just do like more of a CrossFit style, like 20 reps, then 19, then 19, just to capitalise on it being like basically the Sahara Desert today. And they're right. Now we're just literally going to build up and do, for Steve, he's just going to do what would be like his back off set. So like an 8 to 12, lower load, higher rep, just to protect the knee because it's starting to feel a little bit off. Just to keep that stimulus in there. At this point in time, we're not looking to grow or do anything crazy. We're just holding on to that stimulus in order to hold on to tissue, giving that muscle a reason to hang around, but still adapting to what he can recover to. With me, I'm going to do the same, just to mirror the session, build up and just do my top set. So yeah, start doing some feeders.
Probably stick it to your head.
Yeah, just... Good, mate. Nice, keep it going now. Stay on the delts. Let's go. Good. Slow out the hole. Drive. Drive. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Big squeeze control. Well done. Ah. I feel like I've been lying on a sunbed for 2 weeks drinking sangria. Oh shit. Ah. Good, and again. Yes, good, and again. Come on, strong, drive. Finish it. Well done, mate, good. Control it down. Good set. Yeah, good mate. It's already starting to come back off. You feeling better today as well?
A little bit.
Yeah, yeah, good. Yeah, it's starting to shift now as well from your legs, midsection. Push things along now and take it back off.
Yeah, sweet.
Good loose, come on. And again, stay on the lat. Let's get one more together. Drive. Squeeze. Good mate, well done. Good set. Dig, dig, dig. Yes, good mate. We've done our main hip hinge. Now we're moving on to single arm pull down. Top set back off from here, left, right, left and right. Just working sort of through with the Cybex Bravo here. Really, really nice movement this one. And then we're going to move on to just basically work through the remainder of Steve's pull session. Lucy's now jumping in with the rest of the session. Yeah, let's go. Yep, 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 and again. Let's go. Finish it, finish it. Yes, good. Funny, the energy in the room's a lot less than the last time we all trained together, isn't it? Last time everyone was bouncing off the walls, you know? I think you was like 20 weeks out. Now it's like, I'm looking at both of you just like, you're both thinking about your post-training meal, like, I wonder what salad I'll have with my post-training meal today.
How long was that?
That was about 30 gulps. Second bottle already. It's flooding off, it's flooding off here, isn't it? Like the sweat. It's the hottest environment I've ever trained, I think. I've trained in Dubai a few times. So guys, a little bit of a rundown on the competitive timeline for Steve and Lucy. So Steve's up first. He's doing the JT, which is a Two Bros regional, and that's 2 weeks yesterday. And then Lucy's a little bit longer. She's got 4 weeks, so she's doing the next Two Bros regional, which is the Rice Strick Royal Rumble. So that's Cal's show. That's her regional, and then she's going to go on and do the Arnold Classic, which is 2 weeks later. So she's 4 and 6 weeks out. The Arnold's is obviously the first stab at going for. Obviously, that's the first pro qualifier. That's the first opportunity. We don't get what we come for then. We've got a little itinerary of potential pro qualifiers after that. So after that is Norway, and then after that we also have the Naturals finals, which is later on in the year. So we've got opportunities for her to go forward and obviously try and obtain the card this year, which is our main goal. Right, we'll move on to the rear delt movement. Dual arm rear delts, and then biceps finish. Yeah? So we've finished the lat work that we're going to do for today, and now just moving on to rear delts, which we're doing a cuffed rear delt fly on the again on the Cybex Bravo. Pretty much everything's been on the Cybex Bravo today. If you're inventive enough, you can do an entire session on a cable machine. But this is really nice, as opposed to say doing dumbbells, for example. Setting the cable machine up so that we get that drop off. Again, the utilisation of cuffs, enabling us to just manipulate, the resistance profile. Making this a really, really sound movement on the rear delt. So we're essentially just getting that little drop off as we get the rear delt short, and maximising kind of the force output requirements, if you like, in that middle range, which is where we're going to be strongest as well. So this is a really nice movement for the rear delts. Working? Yeah? Do you like sauerkraut? Sauerkraut. Mate. Sauerkraut or sauerkraut. It's like German. It's German, isn't it? It's German. It's like shredded cabbage, and like it's basically like pickled in like some sort of pickle juice. I'm not explaining that very well. Don't introduce it now 4 weeks out, because you'll fucking start hammering the jar. You'll be like, oh, my digestive system fucked now. But no, honestly, sauerkraut's banging. I'm sure we've spoken about sauerkraut before. It's a game changer. It's a game changer.
You could have told me this like a few weeks ago.
We showed it to Charlie.
I introduced Charlie to sauerkraut whilst we was away at a show or something. Yeah. And then he was like, he liked it, didn't he? Yeah, sauerkraut's a game changer, mate.
I'm gonna Google it.
It is actually good for your digestion, and it's very low in calories as well. But yeah, give it a go. See how you go. You got to weigh it in though. You're weighing all your veg now. How are you going for?
Like, the blue one, the lighter blue one. Imagine that, but lilac and like.
Just to curl it. So I was like, I'll do that.
Jake's always trying to catch me cutting shapes, and I'll get the camera out and I'll be like, get the camera out and I'll be like that.
I don't.
You look so much bigger than last year, like in terms of muscle. That looks really good, mate. Really good. Just even here, like more lat. There's even little things like that. There's more lat there this year.
And I just like
The side glute, yeah, the glute pop and everything, yeah. As you're coming in, like the last couple of weeks, mate, you've changed loads. Yeah.
happy.
Yeah, really good. The shape is superb this time round. Absolutely superb.
It feels a lot better. Like it just feels. I can feel the fullness and.
Last time round, like obviously as we started to get into those leaner set points in prep, it was just starting to fade.
I felt like last time I remember just feeling like not flat, but like just small. But now
it's just a bit
I feel
of muscle deterioration. That's all it is.
But now I actually feel like I have muscle.
Yeah, I mean this time round, obviously because of the off season we've had beforehand, we've had a much more productive pre-prep phase leading into the prep itself, you know.
Yeah.
So we've been in a position where we've managed to get food much higher, performance much higher, and that's why you're keeping your performance now and you're able to keep much more tissue, you know. Like the look this time round will be so much better in terms of more muscle in the right areas, you know. So just got to chase your conditioning now, but you're looking really good. Really good. Yeah, so that's it guys. Steve's gone home to eat his post-training meal.
I think he's had enough.
It's funny, you see the different stages of prep. We've had Charlie in here today, he's got 4 weeks. Steve's got 2 weeks. Everyone's in a different set point. But yeah, we've got 4 weeks now for Lucy. This is the first time I've looked over in person in a while. She's considerably leaner since the last time we had a look over her. But yeah, no, the shape is all there, you know. Really happy with where things are at. It's now just about slowly etching towards condition. She's very responsive at the moment. You know, we've seen drastic changes over the last couple of weeks, so we just keep her in this.
The last week.
Yeah, I mean, it's fallen off. We've kept Lucy in a position this time round whereby, because we were just talking a minute ago, because we've had a much more productive sort of off-season phase or pre-prep phase going into the deficit. I mean, essentially, since we finished your show season, she hasn't stopped prep. Everything's been executed, so we've been able to engineer, you know, calories, performance, everything in such a way whereby you're still retaining most of your in your rotation on a week-to-week basis. So, you know, she's 4 and 6 weeks away from the regional and then the first pro qualifier. But you know, still progressing some movements and still retaining across the board. So the look this time round to last time at about this point is so much better in terms of muscularity and fullness. And that's what the judges asked for, essentially, just a little bit fuller in those right places. So yeah, really happy with where things are at. Like I said, you'll see a bit more of Lucy obviously with the shows, and yeah, looking forward to you know, delivering the final product. We've kind of said, that's made me jump so many times now. With regard to the timeline here, obviously, what we want to make sure is that we're bringing her absolute best to the qualifiers, the pro qualifiers. So we've sort of set this timeline in such a way that we're looking to deliver her at 80% for the regional, and then improve even further another 2 weeks for the first pro qualifier. Essentially, once you're in that position where you're peak condition, it's very hard to sustain that look. And Lucy was a little bit of a victim of that last year. By the time we got to that last show, the look just started to fade a little bit in terms of the fullness. So this time round, we aim for 80% in 4 weeks' time, and we deliver 100% of that first pro qualifier at the Arnold's. And yeah, we see how we fare in the ranks and go from there. Cool. But no, it's been a good one today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And if anyone has any questions or anything for me or Steve or Lucy, just drop them in the comments box below, and we'll see you in the next one.